Greetings, fellow adventurers. Welcome to the Epic Tales universe, where we explore myths, legends, and the mysteries of ancient worlds. Today, we embark on a thrilling journey into the realms of one of the most powerful and awe-inspiring creatures in mythology, dragons. Before we dive deep into the flames, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the like button if you're ready for more epic stories like this. From the highest peaks of forgotten mountains to the deepest caverns beneath the earth, dragons have captured the imagination of countless cultures for millennia. These magnificent beasts are more than mere figments of fantasy. They are symbols of both creation and destruction, embodying the very forces of nature itself. Their wings, mighty enough to create storms, their breath, hot enough to melt stone, and their wisdom, ancient enough to rival the oldest of gods, dragons are truly the epitome of mythic power. One of the most fascinating aspects of dragons is their presence in the folklore of so many different civilizations, each with its own interpretation of these colossal creatures. In the East, dragons are often revered as benevolent beings, symbols of strength, good fortune, and natural forces like water. In Chinese mythology, the dragon is associated with the emperor and the rains, bringing life and prosperity to the land. One of the most famous of these is the Loam, the Chinese dragon, who soars gracefully across the sky, embodying wisdom, power, and the eternal balance of yin and yang. Long dragons are not winged but swim through the air with serpentine grace, often associated with rivers and lakes. In the West, however, dragons are often depicted as fearsome monsters, guarding treasures and wreaking havoc. These dragons breathe fire and terror, inspiring heroes to rise up and confront them. The most well-known is the European dragon, often depicted with massive wings, a spiked tail, and an insatiable greed for gold. From the tale of Beowulf's dragon to the epic confrontation between St. George and the dragon, these creatures have been presented as embodiments of chaos and danger, testing the mettle of warriors. In Norse mythology, dragons take on a more ominous role. The infamous dragon Nidhogg gnaws at the roots of the world tree Yggdrasil, slowly eating away at the very foundation of existence. Another notable dragon is Fafnir, a dwarf who transformed into a dragon through greed and was ultimately slain by the hero Sigurd. These stories intertwine dragons with the fate of the world itself, tying their existence to cosmic cycles of death and rebirth. Moving to Mesoamerican legends, we encounter the feathered serpent god, Quetzalcoatl, who shares some dragon-like qualities. He represents both the sky and the earth, a dual force of creation and destruction. Though not a dragon in the traditional sense, Quetzalcoatl bridges the gap between human and divine, much like dragons in many other mythologies. Dragons, regardless of their cultural origins, possess certain shared characteristics that make them the quintessential mythological creature. These characteristics serve as symbols for deeper human beliefs and fears. Dragons are almost always tied to the elements, particularly fire, water, and air. Their breath, whether fiery or icy, is often a manifestation of nature's uncontrollable power. Fire-breathing dragons represent the destructive power of nature, while water-bound dragons can be linked to floods and storms. In some myths, dragons control the weather, bringing rain to parched lands or stirring up deadly storms. Across many stories, dragons are seen as hoarders, jealously guarding gold, jewels, and other treasures. This treasure is often more than just material wealth. It represents knowledge, wisdom, or magical artifacts. Heroes who seek to steal from dragons must often prove their worthiness, passing trials of strength, intelligence, or bravery. Dragons are not merely beasts. They are often depicted as highly intelligent, wise creatures with deep knowledge of the universe. In some legends, dragons can speak, imparting ancient wisdom to those brave enough to seek it. They are also frequently associated with magic, able to cast powerful spells, or serve as protectors of magical realms. In several myths, dragons are linked to cycles of transformation and rebirth. Whether it's through shedding their skin, like the serpents they resemble, or rising from the ashes like the phoenix, dragons are often seen as symbols of renewal. This transformative aspect can also be seen in the heroes who slay dragons, as they often emerge from the battle changed, having faced their fears and grown stronger. Dragons have not remained confined to the past. They have evolved, taking on new roles in modern literature, film, and gaming. From Smaug in J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit to the majestic Daenerys dragons in Game of Thrones, these creatures continue to captivate audiences with their sheer power and majesty. In video games, dragons are often boss monsters, the ultimate challenge for players to overcome. They serve as symbols of the ultimate test, combining strength, intelligence, and mystery. Titles like Skyrim and Dragon Age have immortalized dragons as both allies and foes, giving players a glimpse into what it might be like to encounter these legendary creatures. Dragons, whether revered or feared, are creatures that exist on the boundary between our reality and the mystical realms. They embody both the creative and destructive forces of nature, challenging us to confront our deepest fears and highest aspirations. Whether we meet them as wise mentors or ferocious adversaries, dragons continue to inspire stories that remind us of the power and mystery that still lingers in the world. Thank you for joining us on this epic journey into the world of dragons. If you enjoyed this tale, don't forget to subscribe to Epic Tales Universe and give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps us continue to bring these ancient stories to life. Until next time, may your path be free of dragons. Unless you seek the adventure,